What's up guys, Lumix here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up your XSplit broadcaster for 720p broadcasting. Now, you're going to need good upload speed for this. Not too crazy, but you're going to need some upload. I know so a lot of people don't have that 3 upload that you normally would need. First things first, I have an XSplit premium license. So that means that I'm going to be getting a 30 frame rate. So if you don't have the license, you're only going to get 25. So just know that it's not going to look that well like the 720p you're thinking about if you only have the regular license. Alright, so first thing, you're going to want to go into View, Resolution, and you're going to see all these resolutions. This is what's going to show up while you're broadcasting. And I have mine set for 1280 by 720. Now that is 720p. If you're going crazy, you can do 1080p, but you also need to have the license to do 1080p. And a crazy upload speed, so I would just stick with 720p since you can get way better frame rate and all that good stuff. So after you have that set up, you have your resolution at 720p, you've got your frame rate, all what you want it to do. Then you're going to want to set it up. Now for you, or whoever is watching this, if you already have your Justin TV / Twitch TV all set up, and you're just looking to see your settings, then that's already going to be there. But if you just got XSplit, you're going to want to set up a channel. So you go to edit channels, you go to add, and it'll take you through adding a channel. I already have a channel here, so I'm just going to go through the setting up with these settings. Alright, so then you're going to want to go to broadcast. You're going to right click your channel here, and your settings are going to come up. Now your username, you're going to want to put your Twitch TV username, then put your password in, and channel, Lumixia, location, whichever location is closest to where you are. There's going to be a lot on here, and just pick the one that's closest to you. Next thing you're going to want to do is edit your video encoding. Now this is the important part. This is where your quality is going to be at, and this is where it's going to be important. Now this preset right here, this is what's going to be your load in your processor. Now super fast is for people who don't have a crazy computer. The quality isn't going to be very good, but hey, it's going to get your broadcast going. Very fast is what the default's going to be. This is low CPU. Maybe if you have an i3 or i5 older model, you're going to want to use that. But for certain games you can boost it up, like for League of Legends is what I stream a lot. I go with faster. I don't have an i7, I have an i5 2500. I use faster because I can handle it. And it works fine. So just those the don't use that second gen i7, all these crazy ones, those you don't have to follow those. You can just try it out, experiment, try it out, but you don't have to follow those. Alright, now for quality, you're gonna want to set your quality at this is basically what it's gonna look like while you're streaming. If it's gonna be blurry on the edges of things, it's gonna be kind of pixely. This is what that's gonna mess around with. So 10 is gonna be your best, obviously. Depending on your upload speed and your computer, you might want to keep it around 7 or 8. I usually do mine around 9 just because I like to have a really smooth frame rate while I'm streaming, but it's really up to you. This whole thing is about messing around because everyone has a different computer. You kind of want to experiment and try out different things. Resolution, just leave it at default stage resolution and that'll be fine. For VBF max bitrate, now this is what your upload speed is going to be. Well, you're gonna want to have a good upload speed for this. So I have mine at 2,250 kilobytes per second. This is a nice healthy one for 720p. It could be higher if I wanted to go higher, but this is gonna leave me some room for my audio and my gaming and Skype and whatever other things that are going to be taking up some bandwidth. So I leave enough room. I have roughly about a 3 upload. So what you're going to want to do is go to speedtest.net and you're going to test your internet speed. The upload speed is what we're going to be looking at. So if you have a 3 megabyte, you're going to want to be putting in around 225 to 500. You can really mess around with it. But this is a nice healthy one. This will work fine. Now VBF buffer, this is what's going to be on your processor. This is what your processor is going to be encoding it while you're playing. So you can make this a little bit higher than your upload speed, which is recommended. I leave mine the same usually because it looks fine when I leave it the same. But if you have a crazy computer and you have these kind of lower, you can move it up a little bit. Just all about experimenting. You can try it out. And for codec, I leave mine at X264. I also have the AverMedia Live Gamer HD, which encodes too, so if I put that on here, all this would go away. But I just use X264 for most games because my processor can encode a little bit better. Alright, now for audio encoding. Your format, this is pretty important if you want to have good audio. I like to put mine at 44.100 kilohertz, 16-bit stereo. You can go higher, but it's well, that's the highest. Never mind. You can go to mono or stereo is what I mean. I use stereo just because that's how my audio is working. And for the codec, you want to put it on AAC LC, and then you're gonna, if you have it on AAC LC, you're gonna unlock this bitrate. You can set it to 1600 is what I use. You can go higher if you have more upload. But this is what I mean. This is, you're also gonna be your upload is also gonna be working with your audio, so you kind of want to have them even. But this bitrate 1600, this is gonna keep your audio sound the exact same as what you're hearing for the streamers. So that's gonna work just fine. Also, if you're not really sure about your upload speed, if it's okay or not, you can test the bandwidth right here. This bandwidth tester helps a lot. What it's gonna do is it's gonna go for, I think, 45 seconds, and then when it's done, it'll give you either a green, a yellow, or a red. Yellow means it's kind of iffy, you might want to lower it a little bit, and red, you definitely want to lower it, and green is you're good to go. So that is very helpful when you're trying to mess around with your settings. Now you just hit OK, and you hit broadcast, and you can go to stream or go to Twitch TV, and you can see what your stream looks like. And if it looks bad, lower your settings and just keep messing around with it, guys, and you'll find a good setting. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help out. Thanks for watching, guys.